Luxury is a peculiar concept. It includes products that exist not because they have to, but simply because they can. Take this beast for instance. This is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra, a super premium Android tablet with a massive AMOLED display that can put many laptops to shame. But with a starting price of 1,09,000 rupees, you have to wonder who this is really designed for. Before I tell you all about it, please hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest in tech. Samsung has kept the overall look and feel of this device consistent with its previous Ultra tablets. It is slightly slimmer this time around at 5.4mm, which makes it impressively sleek. But it still weighs well over 700 grams, so yeah, it is quite a unit for handheld use. Samsung has also upgraded the build with enhanced armor aluminium, which they claim is 10% stronger and more resistant to scratches. This platinum silver color on my test device looks quite subtle and professional, but I'm not a fan of these white highlights on it. Up front, you will notice the Ultra standout feature, this display notch. Even after 3 generations, I still cannot quite justify this notch's existence. You see, thin bezels sound quite appealing on paper. But in reality, they make it hard not to hold a large tablet like this without your fingers accidentally touching or blocking the screen. The S10 Ultra is also IP68 water and dust resistant, which is something you don't very often find on tablets. The S Pen makes a comeback, and as always, it is bundled at no extra cost. As always, it is a fantastic tool for taking notes and drawing stuff. Now, I'm not a professional artist, so I cannot quite talk about its effectiveness when it comes to serious digital art. However, for the occasional doodling I do, it offers a satisfying pen-to-paper feel. I do wish that there was a better storage solution for this pen, as attaching it to the back means it can get dislodged unless and until it is secured inside a cover. And yes, a cover is essential for this tablet given its colossal footprint. The S10 Ultra's display is its star feature. It is a 14.6-inch AMOLED panel with a 16:10 aspect ratio, making it perfect for movie buffs. The screen delivers vibrant colors and has a peak brightness of 930 nits, which means it can handle HDR content really well. The 120Hz LTPO refresh rate can drop down to 1 Hz to save battery, making interactions feel smooth and responsive. It also gets an anti-reflective coating just like the S24 Ultra, and it works well in bright environments, reflecting only 2% of light. The stereo speakers on the S10 Ultra are quite loud with a good amount of depth and bass production. It makes watching content a joy. For biometrics, this tablet includes an in-display fingerprint scanner, which is fast, but might be awkward to use for some given its placement. The Tab S10 Ultra is powered by MediaTek's Dimensity 9300 Plus chip, which is quite surprising because most of Samsung's high-end devices typically use either Snapdragon or Exynos chips. But since the Dimensity 9300 Plus is a flagship grade chip, it is no surprise that it absolutely crushes through benchmarks. It is also a fantastic option for mobile gaming given you have a compatible controller. Let's be honest, using touch controls on a large display is quite cumbersome. I also edited a few videos on it and the experience was pretty smooth with negligible throttling. 12 GB of standard RAM certainly keeps things smooth. In India, you get 256 or 512 GB of storage options, but the 1 TB variant has not been launched here. The Tab S10 Ultra also includes the latest Galaxy AI suite. So, you get a wide range of smart features like photo editing tools, transcription tools and more. While some of these features might be niche, most of them are quite handy to have. Plus, this big display along with S Pen makes using many of these AI features a lot more intuitive. This tablet operates on Samsung's One UI 6 layered over Android 14, which is generally well equipped. However, do note that the app experience on Android tablets is still behind what iPadOS offers. Samsung promises 7 years of OS and security updates on this thing, which is amazing on a tablet since you do not update your tablet every 2 or 3 years. More importantly, this tablet supports Samsung DeX for a desktop-like interface. Using this, you can open apps in multiple windows and even resize them just like you can do on a PC. This makes your workflow a lot easier. But then again, a keyboard is absolutely necessary if you want to unlock the full potential of this tablet. Unfortunately, Samsung did not provide me with one for this review. Moving on, The Tab S10 Ultra features a 13 megapixel and an 8 megapixel camera setup at the back and dual 12 megapixel cameras at the front, one of which has a wider field of view. The focus here is clearly on video calls rather than photography. They are decent for document photos, but do not expect the quality to match any of Samsung's premium smartphones. The Tab S10 Ultra comes with an 11,200 mAh battery, and Samsung claims that it can last up to 18 hours on a single charge. In my use, the tablet lasted for around 3 days, which included me watching YouTube, gaming, browsing the web, and running a few benchmarks. But do remember that enabling DeX eats a lot more battery. However, charging this thing takes a while. It only supports up to 45 watts of wired charging, and there is no charger in the box. With the standard 25 watt Samsung charger I had with me, this thing took around 2.5 hours for a full recharge. If you've made it to the end of this review, you already are aware by now that this is not an upgrade meant for the current Tab S8 Ultra or Tab S9 Ultra owners. You see, the improvements are only incremental. However, if you're considering buying this as your first Ultra tablet, remember that this is a luxury. You do not need it, you just want it. Ultimately, you probably already know if this thing is for you or not. If it is, it's gonna be a great conversation starter and a reliable companion for the next 7 years.